Hey, I'm WannabeHmangaka, and I draw manga. So I finished editing my video last week, and I'm really nervous. It was actually my first time doing voice work, and I realized that I really hate the sound of my own voice. I became really self-conscious of how I pronounce words after the recordings, and I'm really sorry if you couldn't understand me. I guess I talked way too fast. I'm just normally a really quiet person, so this feels really weird to be out of my comfort zone. I'm just used to having other people speak instead of me. I guess the structure of the series is me drawing Monday to Friday and summarizing what I went through the whole entire week. Saturday will be spent on editing, and Sunday will be when I will upload these videos. I will normally be a week ahead for each upload just in case I fall behind while trying to finish this manga. I'll reserve a spot in the video for questions if you have any, so feel free to ask anything in the comments and I'll do my best to answer them. So, getting straight to it, my goal for this week was to get to page 30 of my manga. I started the day on Monday at 11 a.m. and took care of my morning routine. By 12 p.m. I began inking the characters on pages 26 and 27. Actually, looking at this footage, I think I really like drawing the character Senya. I kept on inking until 3 p.m. where my brothers joined me on Media Day. Depending on the anime season, Media Day changes to what anime I really want to watch. For this season, it's on Monday, the day that Villain Saga Season 2 comes out. I've been a huge fan of the manga, and I was really excited that we finally got to the slave arc, and it's being adapted by the same staff but at this different studio, MAPPA. The other shows we watched were Trigun, My Hero, and Blue Lock. And after all that, I went back to finish the character inkings for the day. So that night I couldn't sleep and I read the Blue Lock manga. It's drawn by Muneyuki Kaneshiro. His previous works includes Jagan, so yeah, the art is really top notch, and this manga really kept me up until 4 a.m. in the morning until I finally knocked out. By the time I woke up, it was already 2 p.m. and I bought some food. My brothers came back home and we watched The Last of Us episode 3, and I procrastinated drawing until 9 p.m. The whole entire last week I was learning how to edit using DaVinci Resolve, and yeah, I'm slowly trying to get back on schedule. So I finished the day toning pages 26 and 27 and tried to do a lot more corrections to the other previous pages. So besides all that, the software that I use is Clip Studio Paint. I really love the Paint engine, and I've been using it ever since it was known as Manga Studio 5. My settings for my projects on there are B4 size paper at 250 dpi with normal bleed on the comics setting. I use this display tablet now, but back then I started with a Wacom bamboo pen tablet. Over time I started working and saved up by myself a Wacom Cintiq Pro 24. Honestly, you really don't need one of these, but I really like the feel of this tablet. It's sweet, it's awesome. So everything's powered by my gaming PC that I built back in 2019. I use a i7 8700K with 32 gigabytes of RAM and a NVIDIA 2080. It's a really good rig that's never really let me down. There's not much to talk about, so Tuesday was just filled with a lot of corrections and tweaking the previous pages to my liking. I'm honestly glad I'm not serializing anything so I could go about these pages at my own pace. So I started the day at noon and was drawing at 1:30 p.m. I drew character pencils on pages 28 and 29 until I saw mistakes on the previous pages, and again I went back in to correct them. I also corrected page 27 and added post-processing to a bunch of the previous pages. I soon began to read forward in the chapter, and I realized that I wasn't happy with the drafts that I did, so I had to start over again. So this process is really boring visually, so I don't think I'm gonna show it. It's just me thinking a lot about composition, so I'm usually just really staring really hard at the page, and usually I'm just moving things around until it fits. But after all that, I began working on the background pencils on the current pages. While I was drawing, Maximilian Dude, my favorite content creator, started streaming, so I tuned in. Max is a really big fighting game creator, and I really love hanging out with the dudes on Twitch. My family is really big into fighting games, so just tuning into Max's stream was almost like hanging out with my uncles while they have nightly Marvel vs. Capcom 2 sets. I unfortunately like 3D fighters like Soul Calibur and Tekken, so seeing Max dive into so many fighting games really appealed to me. I finished the pencils about 1:40 a.m. and watched the stream until I fell asleep. So I woke up at 1 p.m., edited a lot of drafts until 3:30 p.m. I did inks all day and realized that I needed an extra page for pacing, so it was added on and I drafted it to fit the chapter. I finished my inks at 12:30 a.m., but I didn't feel so tired, so I toned both pages and called it at 1:30 a.m. I woke up at 11 a.m. and I realized that I really had to adult today, so I did errands all day. Exhausted, I watched Punisher episode 1, and then I finally had time to finish the pages. I started to tone at 10:30 p.m. and finished around 12 a.m. Pages 28 and 29 were finally done after some corrections. The week was finally over. In summary, I was really slow this week, and I had only finished 4 pages. I think I've drawn 33 panels, and honestly, looking over my timeline, I've recorded over 9 hours of material. I focused on easing back this week into drawing, and yeah, I was correcting a lot of artwork that had mistakes, and perfectionism is kind of scary, you know. By the time I was done with that, I realized that it took a few hours of the day just to fix a bunch of details that a lot of people wouldn't have noticed. So yeah, overall this week could have been better, but it seems fine for now. I would like to finish at a rate of like 1 spread per day, which is like 2 pages. So I would like to see if next week if I could hit that. My goal for next week is to finish page 39. So if I could do that, I'd be on schedule for once in my life. I don't know when I'll release these pages, but it might be sometime in late spring or early summer. I honestly want to have a really good backlog of chapters so I can release consistently while maintaining my work pace at a healthy rate. So thank you for watching this long ranty video, and I hope to see you guys again next week. So yeah, bye.